I don't know if y'all noticed, but these men are doing the work. They are tapping into something that they have never tapped into before. They are cleansing. They are in the gym, meditating, they reading, they cooking and cleaning. So ladies, cooking and cleaning isn't enough. And they are not cooking no BS meals. They are cooking. Ugh. That is so attractive. Men are healing and letting go of the past. A lot of these men have come from the real struggle and they have found a way. And I love that for y'all. These men are not allowing anyone to come in and disrupt their peace, especially a woman.
At these brothers, men, she must match your energy or there can be no exchange. I'm gonna say it again, man, because I really need this to soak in, brothers. She must match your energy or there can be absolutely no exchange. Exchange of what, soul? What are you talking about, brother? There can be no exchange of energy. There can be no exchange of time. There can be no exchange of finances. There can be no exchange of sex. Now, I'm only talking to the guys, man. I'm only talking to the guys when I have this type of conversation, right? Meaning if 1,000 men watch this video, I'm probably only speaking to about 100 of y'all. Maybe 150. How copy? Because what you gotta understand, man, is what you have to understand is the world is resetting itself. And I say that every once in a while, but the world is resetting itself. You can see it. You can see it. Because you got to understand when it comes to like relations, when it comes to men and women, brother, it's a straight up free for all right now. Everybody is with everybody. Everybody is with everybody. Go to your job. When you go to work this morning, stand up and look at all the cubicles. You see the tops of heads of a lot of men, the tops of head of a lot of women. A lot of those people are smashing each other. Don't shoot the messenger. A lot of those married people are smashing each other. Come on, man. Don't act like Soul the only one that knows this. Don't act like the work husband has gone to a 2.0. It used to be where your wife go to the job and she got like a little guy, he flirts, he likes her for the next 20 years. Now, bro. Now wifey at the job place smashing several people. Especially if you work at like a warehouse job. I'm sure y'all saw that video, man. I'll see if I can leave a link. That video of that young sister that worked at Amazon warehouse. And she was like, if your people work at Amazon, they smashing. She said they be in the parking lot smashing, they in corner smashing. She said it's chaos. So you gotta understand, man, that the world, man, it's a free for all. Even on social media, bro. Go to your girl's page, right? Again, if your girl has 1,000 men following her, it's safe to say that 10% have smashed, are smashing, or are on deck to smash. And 10% is generous, bro. It's just the world we live in. Everybody is smashing everybody. Let's not even talk about the church. The church? You want me to talk about the church, God? The church is the brothel of brothels, man. I'm talking about everybody from the person in the back of the choir stand to the pastor, to the deacon, to the ushers at the front door. It's a smash fest. It's a smash fest. Don't shoot the messenger. But y'all know this is true. And the thing is, the reason I say I'm talking to the gods, because us as men that walk in a certain order, us as men that have a certain mission in life, bro, we not trying to blend energies with everybody. I'm not blending energies with everybody. I'm not trying to put myself in a space with a woman that's messing with basic brothers. I'm not judging. I'm just saying, you got to understand, every time we connect, whether y'all know this or not, every time you connect with somebody, that's a marriage. It's a spiritual marriage. I don't care about the little paperwork that's down there at the courthouse. I'm talking about real marriage. Anytime you blend energies with somebody, you're blending worlds. Anytime you get with a woman that's blending worlds with every Joe Blow and you're blending. You're taking that person's energy, attributes, and bringing it into your own existence. I'm only talking to the guys, because the far majority of our brothers, y'all willing to smash everything. So I'm not even talking about y'all. Y'all continue to live these mundane lives, man. But the world, man, the world is going through a reset, man. And when I say it's going through a reset, what I mean is it's putting men of understanding, right? It's putting men of understanding back in the position where they're going back and finding self, right? Again, in a singular truth, when I'm always talking about the second marriage of man, when a man connects with a woman. Again, when I say marriage of man, I'm not talking about paperwork. I'm talking about spiritual marriage. When man understands that the second marriage of man is done, it is corrupt, he retreats back and finds himself. He retreats back and finds the first marriage and conducts the first marriage of man all over again. And what he'll find when he gets there, brothers, is he'll find true abundance. Everything begins to reset when he finds that first marriage within himself. When his higher self connects with with his lower self and finds one singular truth. I'm gonna say it again, man. When his ego self, this physical body, and his spiritual self, this Christ side that the preacher been teaching you about all these years, when they come together on one accord and have one truth, man understands that he's finally found the abundance that everybody else is looking for. All the abundance that people are looking for when it comes to validation. All the abundance that comes to when people are looking for everything, fulfillment. The thing they're looking for in the bottle, the thing they're looking for in sex, the thing they're looking for in drugs, the thing they're looking for in likes and comments on the gram in the book. Man, when man conducts that first marriage of man, he'll come to grips and say, you know what? I finally found abundance. I finally found abundance. And I'm gonna tell you this, man, when a man finally finds that, when you really taste it, man, it's hard to really throw that man a curveball again. And when I say find abundance, when I talk about finding, his own singular truth, what I mean by that is you've created your own bubble around yourself. Your morals, your values, your habits, your way of thinking, most importantly, the way you see the world, it's all you. There's absolutely no interference. And you can have both your higher and lower self can be on one accord. If you've never experienced that, brothers, you have no idea what I'm talking about. You have no idea what true fulfillment is. You have no idea what abundance really is, bro. Again, and I use the same example, to be able to be the same person in every single room, in every single scenario, brother, you have no idea what a high that is. You have no idea. If you were at church on Sunday and now you at the cubicle on Thursday and you two different people, last night you was at the Jew joint and you was somebody else, bro, you have no idea what it feels like to be the same person in every room. It's abundance, man. And this is what a lot of men have to understand. You can live here. I know, man, one of the most beautiful things in existence is when a man and a woman come together and can build a kingdom together. But brother, you got to understand this, man. Like that's not mandatory. It's not mandatory that you leave that first marriage of man. It's not mandatory that you have a woman in your life the long way. It's not mandatory. And I think a lot of men are understanding that. I think a lot of women are understanding that. A lot of men are understanding that. And to be honest, bro, what it is simply men starting to understand their power, understanding their value, and understanding the importance of peace. and finally understanding that the fulfillment that they now have, they've been searching for it in every other thing. And I'm gonna tell you this, bro. I'm gonna tell you this. Side note: when a man finds that fulfillment, it means that if a woman does come in your life, bro, she got to bring some way more than the lace panties, bro. She got to bring more than that, bro. She got to bring more than the box. It forces a woman to bring more. And at the same time, man, it puts that watchman at the gate saying, hey, you know what, man, my piece is so strong right now. Like, I'm not trying to mess this up. I'm not gonna mess it up. So again, man, if her energy isn't matching yours, man, there can be no exchange. There can be no exchange of anything, man. And to be honest, it's beautiful. It's beautiful to see men reside here. It's beautiful, man. Because like I said a second ago, man, to me, there are very few things in this world that are more beautiful than when I see a man and woman come together. There are very few things that I see that are more beautiful than the third marriage of man, a group of brothers coming together on one accord. But by far the most beautiful thing, man, is when man finds that everything within himself. Bro, when you find that everything within yourself, man, it's a whole nother level of living. It's an entirely different level of living, man. And I could sit here and try to speak to it, bro, but unless you felt it, you won't even understand what I'm talking about. You won't even understand what I'm talking about. How everything that you were seeking fulfillment in before, brother, just falls to the wayside. Your energy, your world means everything, man. And like I said in a singular truth, I said this in a video the other day. I said a man won't truly understand the second marriage of man, which is when a man comes with a woman, until he really understands the first. So when you understand that harmony of my higher self and my lower self must be on one accord and one of truth to find my abundance, now you can go to the second level and say, okay, you know, now if I'm my own energy and a woman comes to my life and we can't get on the same accord, meaning she sees the world a certain way, her values are a certain way, her morals are a certain way, everything about her is a certain way. She seeks validation. She seeks, vices. But if it don't match yours, bro, you can no longer exchange energy. Because you can't come to one singular truth with two different mindsets. You can't do it. And if you look around, man, you see a lot of relationships where people are just butting heads when they don't have to be. Like I say, you don't, in other words, man, you don't have to be in some long-term relationship. You don't have to be, bro. And I know our generation, the younger men understand this. The brothers right now that are 25 years old and younger, they understand this. They understand it's all mission first. They understand it's all fulfillment. Like anything else is icing on the cake. But our generation, y'all know we were raised different. We were taught different. We got to understand, man, that rocking solo, man, is a vibe. Rocking solo is a vibe. And I'm telling you, man, when you find that truth, man, I'm not going to even talk about that. Right? As far as like, I'm not going to talk about that, man. But just understand this, man. This is really what I want to get down to, man. If, I'll say it like this. Like, I understand that when you talk about relationships, it's all about compromise. But you should never compromise your truth. When you're getting ready to compromise in a relationship, it's about, like, when you're talking about compromising as a man, it's like compromising means, okay, you know what? You don't like seafood. You like steak. You like this. Okay, these are the type of restaurants we're gonna go to. I want to go to Brazil. You want to go to Jamaica. Let's compromise and do this. Or I want to live in Dallas. You want to live in Sacramento. Let's comp. But when it comes to your truth, your identity, your mission, who you are, where you're going, bro, there's no compromise. Zero compromise. Because it's like this, man. It's like A woman doesn't have to be in your world. It's voluntary. So if you don't like the way I move, if you don't like the vibration here, if you don't like the frequency that I live on, and I'm talking about us as guys, man, you can stay over there. You can stay in the streets. We have to start understanding this, man. We have to start understanding the importance of our peace. Our peace is everything, because I'm going to say it like this. If you aren't at peace, if you aren't in one singular energy, you can't even create. You can't even manifest. Which means you got your mission. You going your certain way, man. You locked in. You have your own singular truth. And now you're letting somebody else come in and throw an element of chaos in there. Don't do it. You look up 2 years down the road, 3 years down the road, 5 years down the road, and find out you've been running in quicksand. You've been running in quicksand, brothers. So all I'm saying is this, man. If she don't match your energy, there can be no exchange. There can be no exchange. Don't be DMing them. Don't be jumping in those. Don't be taking them out for drinks. Don't be inviting them over. Don't be laying with them. Because you gotta understand, you're blending worlds, man. And brother, you not trying. I just made a video on basic. I just made a video on that. You don't want to blend the world with basic women, bro. Because it's automatic chaos.